graduation for these beautiful ladies and gentlemen. And I said to myself, a graduation, well, yeah, a graduation, internal graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here on behalf of our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Rushila Songa, who could not make it. She wanted to come in person, but unfortunately she could not make it. My role of standing here is to welcome everybody on behalf of our First Lady. OAD, MCD refers to her as the Commander-in-Chief. So I'm here on behalf of our CIC. My role is not as Program Director, Professor Mkunyela puts it. It's not a welcome address. When the word address is used, I always get scared. It's welcoming remarks to me because giving an address, whether it's a keynote address or whatever, but mine is just to welcome everybody here. But before, or in my welcoming, allow me to recognize certain colleagues that are here, certain important guests that are with us. The first one, and we know there's this funny noise. I once taught educational technology. Now, I know some of the things. First of all, it is rare to have the office of the mayor represented and attending the events. So I'm recognizing the office of the mayor through the MMC, Honorable Helen Neil May. I don't know, in what I was given, there's something that interested me as well, which I don't know whether it's part of her portfolio, which is Head Public Safety and Emergency Services. I always like working with that portfolio, and I work a lot with them up to the provincial level. So when I saw that, I said our campus, this campus is safe because we have that portfolio. And in my engagement with her, I've learned that Professor Twala, the municipality is supporting a lot of, and she is known, she started even before the president to be known as the Madam of Missing Middle. Those who understand missing middle, she's known as the Madam of Missing Middle here in the municipality. SEDA, that's how we always call it, Small Enterprise Development Agency executives that are present here today. I welcome, and at the same time, thank you, SEDA, for your continued support since the inception, let me call, since the birth of what used to be a baby then, our SFERI, that's how we call it, Center for Entrepreneurship and Rapid Incubator, which you funded from its inception, and that is why you have that center in Umtata. WSU is indeed proud of our partnership with you, as well as with Samsung. It's not a number of years or many years that we have partnered with Samsung. That is represented today by a beautiful lady. I will keep it there, beautiful lady, otherwise her name is here. Because when I looked at her, I saw the beauty that you will see. Samsung, we appreciate the role that we are doing. the role of sponsoring the Samsung Innovation Campus. And this is the third time you are coming to us as Walter Sisulu University for this kind of a ceremony. Your support, unwavering support, is very appreciated. We also have the ferry board members that are here, and there's someone I was misplacing because I knew him to be a CEO of AgriSeta then, and our discussions were afoot on establishing what we were establishing, a rural development innovation hub. But now Mr. Hermanas has decided to run away. But fortunately, he's still in our board. We'll continue working with the youth. The other dignitaries I may not have recognized, they are welcome. WSU executives, I'm noting you. WSU senior leadership, I've seen executive directors here, I've seen our COO, and I've seen our acting DVC institutional support, our executive deans, our directors. I can't mention everybody. Your presence here is highly appreciated by our Vice Chancellor and Principal, staff members, especially academics. Academics, we are here today because of the role you have played in molding these young graduates who are here today, and I believe with their relatives, either parents, guardians, brothers and sisters who have accompanied them. We appreciate the work that you have done. When I got in here, I thought I was coming to some gala dinner. The management committee that was organizing this, I know that our MCD always excels. I was even having some plate of food which was specially prepared for me because of my data requirements. I was scared of coming and eat on the table because of the way it looks, and Ms. Niza encouraged me to go and sit and eat. The work you are doing is always appreciated. I know that we'll be having another activity of this nature tomorrow up to Friday, and I know that you are also involved there. In my welcoming remarks, the last I want to welcome are the parents for entrusting iziko likaQhamela Walter Sisulu with your children, with your brothers, with your sisters, to enroll and get the certificates that they will be getting today. Nina ke bo singaye abazawunyuka apha bezawufumana izertificate zabo. Siyabulela kakhulu for the commitment, the dedication, the hard work you have put, and indeed you have opened doors for yourselves. We have Samsung here, we have other stakeholders here, we have the municipality here. I don't think you will not be getting jobs. In fact, some of you might already be working.
Good, still morning, right? Good morning. Oh, it's after, okay, then you are awake. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Program Director, Institutional Management, Executive, Parents, Student, Private and Public Partnership, and individuals who are here today. My task is very simple today, just to tell you why are we here. The word purpose, COO, is very deep. I think as we always talk to our entrepreneurial students and colleagues, there's one thing I think in life, you should always ask yourself a question. I'm not a preacher, but I think the word purpose is very deep. To our second cohort of students, it's very important that you ask yourself not only about today's event, but as a human being. Why are you here? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? So I think it's a very difficult question to answer. I myself still in pursuit of that. As you know, as a program director, Prof, very biased as well. We exist, I think also my unit is 100% led by youth, which is something that I would like to see within the WSU management, even across the country as well. So colleagues, in a nutshell, we're just here to celebrate, to ensure and also to award our second cohort of our partnership between WSU and Samsung. And of course, I can't talk, or we can't say, mention Center for Entrepreneurship without mentioning CEDA. CEDA and WSU, we're looking at is a, what we call mother and father relationship. So they gave birth to us. So we're here today to celebrate our second cohort of students who did coding and programming. It was a 4-month short course led by my good colleague, Dr. Lukose, under his leadership. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the cooperation from your student. And also, Madam DVC, we also added another component, which is artificial intelligence, call it AI. I saw one of the alumni previously saying, Dr. Rose, this year you added AI, we didn't do that. So I'm like, you know, that's the essence of life, so we always improve. We always add. And also, Madam DVC, last year we had 19 cohort. Dr. Lucas will correct me, this year we have 25. With the same budget. And with the same budget, but the program stretched to 8 months, so almost a year, because it was for 4. And Madam DVC, is also important that we're not only inculcating entrepreneurial mindset or incubating the seed to this student, we also give them stipend. You'll be amazed how much that helps to their families, how much it assisted them at large. So as I depart, Madam DVC, it is very important as well to ensure that our student, that I was having a conversation with MMC later, she will address later that it will be very nice, Dr. Losse, to have some of the students coming with product and services that will also ensure our safety in our community. So with what we're being taught in class, of course, WSU, that's my wish, but it's within the WSU vision, Madam TVC, that you want to be entrepreneurial university. Jobs are not there, but what is the best way to do? If you have the skill, you can be able to come up with a product or service out of that skill. So I think from our management and also parent is something that we should encourage to our youth. In conclusion, alumni, student, the only thing that will take you far in life, I think, is discipline. I was in conversation with one student in the morning, say that you don't stop studying or learning. I'm not talking about a qualification. I'm talking about studying and learning. And learning is too broad. We have our own internet now. You can use your YouTube, etc., to equip yourself. And my wish is that you keep studying and also giving back to the community. Because some of us, we have opportunities to work in big cities, but we decided to work with you guys in the villages. So I hope, that's my wish, that you'll also, once you acquire your skills, once you acquire your product or service, you come back, you solve the societal needs that our community need. So thank you, colleagues, and enjoy. So we're here to celebrate you guys, so enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doc. A round of applause for Doc, ladies and gents. Ngathi siyabanda kancinci, get it warmed up a little bit. Yeah, thank you very much. As they say, Chinese proverb, ladies and gents, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And I think today it marks a very important day in your lives, those that are going to be awarded today, that a seed has been planted, and I think now the baton or the ball has been placed on your court or in your court. Now you need to decide as to what to do with the skills that have been imparted in you, so that we can both, or we can all, make an effort of changing how things are in our country. We all know that we're sitting at about plus minus 35, 36% unemployment rate, and pretty much the majority, about 60% of those that are unemployed, is the youth. So it talks volumes that we've got youth that have been capacitated, and hopefully they'll be able to use their skills to change, what is currently going on, post-COVID. So I think we all have a challenge of changing the status quo of our country currently. But I'm not going to go into that. I mean, it's an election year. They'll probably say, hey, is he launching a manifesto or what? No, not yet. Not anytime soon. But ladies and gents, I'm going to invite Usomila Mdletje, student 1, who's going to just basically share some experience, some of the experiences as when they were, in the program, so that we can probably get a sense or a picture in terms of how it all went down, as the young people would say. Somila, over to you. Are you around, Somila? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Somila.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Greetings to the House at large. My name is Somila Mdletje, and I'm honored to stand before you on this special day representing the Samsung class of 2023. As we gather to celebrate our achievements and receive our certificates, I am filled with gratitude for the opportunity to reflect on the journey that we have embarked upon and the skills and knowledge that we have gained. During our time in this program, we delved into the fascinating world of artificial intelligence and its application in the information technology field. We explored foundational concepts such as machine learning, deep learning, and neural networks, delving into algorithms and techniques that powers the intelligent systems. We found our skills in mathematics for data science, understanding the crucial role of statistics and linear algebra in analyzing and interpreting data. But beyond all these technical skills, what sets our journey apart is the recognition of the profound impact AI has on the IT landscape. As we stand on the cusp of a digital revolution fueled by AI and automation, Our expertise in these domains positions us at the forefront of the innovation. From transforming healthcare with predictive analysis to optimizing supply chains with intelligent systems, the demand for AI talent knows no bounds. As we look into the future, I am filled with optimism for the possibilities that lie ahead. With the knowledge and skills imparted to us in this program, we are ready and confident to tackle the complex challenges of tomorrow, whether it's exploiting AI to business growth or leveraging data-driven insights to shape societal change. Our journey doesn't end here. It is only just the beginning. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our instructors, mentors, and my fellow classmates for their unwavering support and dedication. Together, we've embarked on a journey of learning, growth, and discovery, and I have no doubt that the impact of our collective efforts will be felt for years to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gents, I think I'm really, get excited. I guess goosebumps. Goosebumps. You see this English? It can really get, kill us. But I really get excited, colleagues, when I hear a young person speaks like that, because it indicates one thing that, this university is doing great things in transforming lives. This university is producing leaders. This university is changing the landscape of what the Eastern Cape is about. We all know that Eastern Cape, actually, by the way, it's factual, that most big companies that are listed in JSE, not most, but some of them, they've got intellectuals that actually come from this very province, but they migrate from the Eastern Cape to Gauteng, Western Cape, and so on. So maybe I shouldn't be surprised, should I be? So I like it when she says, she's filled with optimism. And a lot of us sometimes, we lose that point of thinking, okay, well, so now what? But the fact that she's got this qualification, she is optimistic that, the future is going to be bright, or she is going to create a brighter future if the future is not creating, something bright for her. So, ladies and gents, I'm not going to waste time. I can also be very long-winded in my speaking, but I'll try and manage myself because I've been put here to manage time too. Isn't it, Dr. Losse? But yeah, I'm a program director, so I probably have powers, so I can just bend the knee here and there. Okay. Message of support for Ms. Lehle Khoza, who is championing triple BEE and transformation lead Samsung. Oh, sorry, did I skip something there? It's a student that is just presented now. Yeah, no, that one is not there. Yeah, got it, yeah. No, Mr. Losse was just reminding me there to think I've left something, but we all sorted. Dr. Losse, I'm saying Mr. Sorry Talk. Okay, ladies and gents, let's hand over to Ms. Khoza to please take the podium, Ms. Khoza. Thank you very much. Help me welcome her, thank you. There you go, ma'am. Are you right there to get up? Okay, cool.
To the representatives of the Eastern Cape government, provincial and local government, notably our Councillor of the Missing Middle, Honorable Ms. Helen Neal May, our partners at Walter Sisulu University, who are led by our Vice Chancellor, our DVC present here today, Prof. Grishe, Dr. Losse, I call him Dr. L, the institutional director at Siferi, Mr. Simon Lee, on behalf of whom I'm standing here today, who's the CEO and Vice President of Samsung Africa, esteemed stakeholders and members of the media, and most importantly, Osingaye, the graduates and their parents, all protocol observed. On behalf of Mr. Simon Lee, it gives me great pleasure to be standing here today to celebrate the second cohort of students who, through the Samsung Innovation Campus, SIC, are the first in Africa to graduate in artificial intelligence education. Such ceremonies are the kind of achievements and moments that you all need to cherish and be proud of. This certificate award ceremony is especially important because it coincides with South Africa's 30th year of democracy. And it also happens to coincide with Samsung's 30th year of its presence in South Africa. So this is an auspicious occasion for us. Also of significance to us in today's graduation is, of course, the artificial intelligence module, in particular, which fits perfectly in our company's current technology vision and business strategy that's focusing on the importance of AI, as aptly described as Ms. Mdletshe earlier on today. However, we are very proud of the achievements of all the people that are receiving the certifications today, both in the field of artificial intelligence and coding and programming. For that, you, the recipients of the certificates, need to give your hands a round of applause for accomplishing so much and coming this far. As Samsung, we know that the Eastern Cape province is facing a massive challenge of unemployment, especially when it comes to the youth. The SIC program is designed to specifically overcome this challenge by increasing the prospects of employment and entrepreneurship in this province's youth. Having said that, the Eastern Cape government should take great pride for the role it has played in establishing institutions such as Walter Sisulu University. WUSU has embraced the SIC program since inception in Africa by being the first to roll out the curriculum and today the first to graduate artificial intelligence education. For us at Samsung, it is essential to continue empowering young, bright minds like yours through programs such as these. Our ultimate aim, therefore, remains to continue partnering with like-minded institutions such as WUSU and the government to equip the province's youth with 4 IR skills and help curb the unemployment issue. This partnership is very important because it ensures that together we can continue training you, the leaders of tomorrow, to use AI tools and platforms so that you can effectively maximize these benefits of these new and exciting emerging technologies in your future careers. We are pleased with the overall profound effect that this program has had on the students. The WUSU Samsung stats have revealed the technology growth rate in this program, which is now sitting at a resounding 69%, compared to when the program started. To the graduates, I'd like to say a special thank you to your commitment to this program, because according to WUSU, none of you in this cohort dropped out. Today brings fond memories of a time when I was sitting in a chair as a recipient of a certificate, having completed a master's degree from Henley Management College. So I can relate to what it takes to the point of recognition for the hard work you have put in. For us as partners, it is pleasing to hear that your attendance years for this rate was high, 96%, and it's even more amazing to witness the 100% completion of all the participants. Now that is unwavering commitment, without which this program would not be a success. So in conclusion, as Samsung, we will continue our quest in keeping you abreast and well educated in the most relevant emerging technologies in the world. Our only request is that you not only succeed, but that you pay it forward to those who are coming behind you. As a company, we are committed to investing in these kinds of educational programs that nurture the talents and help you become leaders of your communities. We're looking forward to another successful year with Walter Sisulu University. Once again, congratulations. As you go out into corporate South Africa, remember that aptitude, collaboration, and focus, among others, are key to your success, both in your career and in your future growth. I thank you.
Shall I help you down? Sure, perfect. Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Koza. Thank you so much. I like when Ms. Koza says it's about collaboration. It reminds me of the fact that as Africans, it is always said that it takes a village to raise an African child. And I think at Walter Sisulu University, we are deliberate about investing in young black Africans. That must change the status quo of where we are as a country. So I think collaboration, once you've crossed the bridge, let's not forget those that have not crossed the bridge, because the more the merrier. Synergy is more important than anything else, collaboration and developing the skills. So thank you very much, Ms. Koza, for that. I'm not going to waste time. I think that was a very powerful speech, ladies and gents. I don't want to be repeating that. Now I'm going to invite, just for Mr. Sipho Ngai, who is an executive manager at CEDA, to talk us through the opportunities for entrepreneurs. You know, I'll be sitting on the edge of the seat now to say, okay, now that I have this qualification, where do I use it? How do I use it? And I'll be taking out my pen, a little piece of paper to make my notes. Mr. Ngai, over to you, sir. Ladies and gents, please help me welcome Mr. Ngai to the stage.
Thank you, Program Director. My apologies, colleagues, for coming in a bit late. I just landed now from Johannesburg, so I had to rush all the way from the airport driving up here. But without wasting any time, I would like to send my greetings to the MMC, Ms. May, who is here with us. Greetings to the colleagues from WUSU. Greetings to the colleagues from Samsung. And last but not least, to Osingaye, which are the students that are here with us today. My name is Sipho Ngai, and I'm the executive manager within the CEDA technology program. We have a mandate as CEDA to support entrepreneurs in the country with a particular focus towards youth-owned businesses. And when I look around the room, I see a lot of our target market, which is the youth. And maybe I'll touch briefly on what we are doing as CEDA for the next coming financial year, which is the period from the 1st of April up until 31st of March next year. So we have an allocation of about 1.3 billion that we have as CEDA, and our intention really is to ensure that we at least recruit and support SMEs that are youth-owned and also black female-owned. One of the things that we always talk to the safaris about is that it's good and well that students go into corporate or find employment, but we also need to strike a balance between finding employment and getting youth to start up their own businesses. It's been proven over the years that government can only create so much jobs, so it's upon the SMEs now to play a role and for them to employ people, especially the youth unemployed people in the country. So out of the 1.3 billion that we have, we've got about 660 million that we want to use it to support our unit called the EDD program. You might have seen across the country that we've got branches that we have as CEDA. We have quite a few in East London, in Mthatha, in all the areas. We've got about 54 in total and another 17 co-location points that we have as CEDA. So that's 663 goes towards that. That's where you guys can walk in and ask for assistance with business plans, support with the marketing material, product development and all those things. So we do have that. So please, when you do have time and you do have intentions of starting up your own business, do visit our branches. We've got one here in town in East London, there's one in Mthatha as well, so it's quite a few across the country. It's 54 in total. We also have what we call the STP program, where we've put aside about 140 million for the next financial year. So STP supports programs like this one that you guys are part of, which is the Wusu Safari. We've got 140 million that we've put aside there. We've got a new program that we're also launching this year, which is what we call product development. So our plan there is to set up market stores in 7 provinces throughout the country. So you never know that maybe you might be one of the business owners in those stores where you are given physical premises for you to operate. You're given solar for you to make sure that you're able to operate throughout load shedding. So that's something that we're going to be launching in the next financial year. We've put aside about 150 million for that product. So it's quite big. The plan is to create 21 of those stores, meaning that it's 7 in each province. So that's our plan on that. We also, you might have seen in the media that we also have what we call the General Dealers Program, which is a program that we're trying to resuscitate our former spaza shops that we used to have, but unfortunately they've been affected by the competition from the Somalians and other races that have come through. So our plan is to ensure that we support spaza shops. We also have a program for co-op development. And there's also something that's big that's coming from our side, which is the planned merger now between CIFA and CEDA. So the new merged entity will be now CIFDA, meaning that it's going to be a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs to come to get on the first hand is the business support, which is your business plans, product development, and also the funding part of it, which is loan funding up to a value of 15 million. So under CIFA, our funding programs are about 3 or 4, the first one being what we call supply chain. So supply chain is if you get a tender to build a hall for Wusu, or you get a tender to supply equipment or computers to Wusu, and then we can fund you for you to service that contract, and then from there, once you get paid by Wusu, and then you pay us back our loan so that you can borrow the next person. We also big in what we call manufacturing and supply chain. So that's basically manufacturing, and we're also quite big in franchising. So franchising are all the filling stations that you see across the province. Your BP garages, your engine garages, your chicken lickings, all those things we do fund under the new merged entity. And also our last focus is going to be what we call agriculture, but the focus there is going to be on agribusiness or secondary agriculture. Meaning that if you want to set up an abattoir or a dairy, then we do fund those. MMC, I'm happy that we're here. One of the areas that we're struggling as a government is that our funding keeps on going down year on year. So there is a need for us to sit around the table and discuss how we can augment the current funding that we have. So as opposed to having the departments, provincial governments doing their own thing, let's see how we can merge our resources together, just to ensure that we have a bigger pool of resources that we're able to distribute or disperse to the students. So we do have a keen interest as SEDA to have more presence in the Eastern Cape, especially as it relates to youth-owned and black female-owned businesses. So if there are ways that we can work together just to ensure that at least we're able to achieve those mandates. So colleagues, I won't waste much of your time. Congratulations. I attended the event that was held last year it was in Beacon Bay, 2000. In Beacon Bay, it was quite a good event. And I'm also looking forward to seeing maybe a report of some sort of what happened to the first cohort so that we're able to track and see how further we can assist them as SEDA. Because our plan is not only to assist once and move on, but our plan is to assist and walk up the journey with the SMEs and see how further we can assist them to grow their businesses as opposed to throwing away money and then walking away. So we do look forward to working with you in you opening up your own businesses for those that are keen on setting up their own businesses. But for those who are looking at getting jobs in corporate or even government, we wish you well. But do understand that we do need you in the formal economy for you guys to open up your own businesses and for you guys to employ more people in the country. Thank you very much, President Mdlelo.
Thank you very much. That very clear. Okay. Am I audible now? Okay, that's better. Thank you. Colleagues, I think opportunities are there, as we've just heard, but all what is important is for us to have a plan. I think what Dr. Lose made it very clear from the onset, and he said the word purpose is a very loaded word. And it being loaded is that now that you've got this qualification, what is the purpose? What is the way forward? I think that question has been answered now. A business plan needs to be prepared, an idea needs to be crafted, and funds are there, and these funds are not only just to start, but to obviously monitor and evaluate as you move along. So I think opportunities are there in a nutshell. Let's move right along, ladies and gents. Where are they now? Videography. Miss or Miss Katleho Mahoro, student number 2. Can I please invite you to the stage? Let's welcome Katleho to the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Mr. I need to emphasize on that. So yeah. Good day. As you said, my name is Katleho Mahoro, and I'm one of the alumni, the first cohort alumni from last year. And it was really nice coming here and just seeing Potsdam after a year, and clearly things are still on track and the progress is still doing better, and I'm just glad to be at home. And yeah, and I'm so excited. I'm so sorry about that. But let me start by greeting Deputy Vice Chancellor, MMC, the executive members of the university, and also I feel like last year on my speech I didn't emphasize on this. I'd also like to greet our lecturers. Our lectures led by Dr. Lukose, and I just want us to just clap hands for our lectures. And Dr. Lukose, may you rise, please. Let us see you. Let them see you. I know, sir, you're very humble, but I feel like you deserve some credit, and last year I didn't give it to you. So let us do better this year. So Dr. Lukose is going to rise, and we're going to clap hands for him, and all the lectures. Please rise also so that I can carry on with the speech. So, as Mr. Sipo said, I'm going to give a report to show that we are still here, the previous alumni. And after graduating from this program, a lot has happened. And I see that they said student. I want to correct that. I'm now a software quality engineer, and yeah. So let's make it that clear. As much as I'm doing my postgraduate, but I'm no longer a student. I'm a software quality engineer, and I'm contributing into the IT industry, and because of the skills that I was given by Walter Sisulu University and Samsung Innovation Campus, and I'm so grateful for it. So with us, we were the first in Africa, and I've heard that others are the first when it comes to AI in Africa. I'm kind of jealous, but like, congratulations to you guys. Clearly, you have a very, very good, valuable skills that's really, really needed into the market right now. Utilize it. Utilize it and make sure that you capitalize on AI. Trust me, each and every boardroom that you go to right now, they're busy trying to find ways on how they can really restructure their business processes because there's AI now. And some other programs or some other careers are going to be the careers of the past. So whoever, whether you are in tech, whether you are any industry, you need to make sure that you learn AI and how it can benefit you on whatever you are doing, so that you can be at least, in the upper hand in this new changing world. So I'm really glad, Dr. Losa, that this year, and Ms. Koza, you introduced AI, which is really good. And I didn't greet you, by the way. I also want to say shout out to Ms. Koza, Sis Lefa, Sis Tony, the delegation from Samsung, which are really working very hard on the back end. And I was talking to the guys earlier when I was coming here, and I was like, did you guys talk to the Samsung people? They're like, we don't even know them. So there they are. So make sure that, you connect with them. They still support me even now, even when I need some advices, and, they still offer the advices on how to navigate in this corporate world. And I just want to say to you, the alumni, who are going to be joining us into the corporate world, into business, and into trying to find new ways how to innovate and solve problems in South Africa. I want you to know that you are capable. I feel like there's going to be situations whereby they're going to make you feel like maybe, you are losing, maybe you don't belong, maybe whether it's corporate, government, or business, you're just going to feel like, I don't belong, but like, just remember that you were one of the first in sub-Saharan Africa to be able to learn AI with Samsung and WSU, and that makes you very, very, very good that you are capable of changing the world. Whatever idea that you have into trying to solve any problem, whether it's crazy, whether it's anything, just know that it's possible as long as you put your hard work on it. So make sure that you utilize the skills. Please utilize them. And when you enter any boardroom, just remember that you are skilled. You have all the tools to change the world, and we are waiting for you. I'm hoping one day I'm gonna be seeing you interviewing me and then asking me what can you offer for us, because you're gonna be business people, management, and holding key positions in government, and I'm hoping to see that. And to the lectures and the university staffs, I'm really grateful to be part of this program. It has really helped me. Even when I enter rooms whereby, it's very serious people, I can definitely make sure that my voice is heard, whether it's CEOs, whether it's people who I know that I do have the capabilities. Even, there are some situations whereby someone tries to just, I know that I do have capabilities. WSU and Samsung equipped me into being the best that I can be. So I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity, and I'm really glad that it didn't end with us. There are also new cohorts who are really benefiting from this, and Dr. Losa, thank you so much. You really work hard, and you work with us young people. Sometimes we stress you, but we really thank you for your patience and your dedication into your work. And also WSU, thank you so much for really being open to this idea of really investing into the youth. I know our university, a university that caters for like people from very villages, you know, people from very disadvantaged backgrounds, and really seeing that, you know, someone from Tata, someone from Tabankulu, someone from Kofimvaba has like the good capabilities to stand in this world. It's really good. It's really good knowing that, you know, the youth are able to have all the tools that they need to strive. So big up to you, and thank you so much for this opportunity. To you guys, congratulations, and enjoy this, trust me. You're gonna look back at this and then be like, wow, I once did good. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Mahoro Dangindade Rialebucha Engosi Kakulu. Ladies and gents, enough said. If that was not a testimony, I'm not sure what it was. And there's almost this sense that as he articulates himself, you just want to sit and listen. Am I right, Dr. Lose? Probably, yeah. Okay, so thank you very much, ladies and gents. I think we're doing pretty well time-wise. We've managed to catch up. I'm happy with that. I hope you are, Dr. Lose, too. I'm now going to invite Mr. Francis Kwahene to introduce our guest speaker, who is going to give us a keynote address. The keynote address that I was rushing to, Prof. Cliche, has finally come, isn't it? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, a round of applause, ladies and gents, for Mr. Kwahene. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone. I don't know if I have the most important role here, or if it's the speaker who comes after me, because I mean, you need to look at everything as a collective. What comes before makes way for what comes after. So I think I am relatively important. Before I introduce our guest speaker, I just want to highlight something to Dr. Lawson and the team. We heard the executive from CEDA. I hope you're working on your proposals. I hope everyone here is working on their proposals to submit, so that we can carry on with the very great work that we're doing. Before I even got here, I had to go and talk to our guest speaker, because you know you never want to butcher someone's name. So I needed to make sure if it's Neil or Nili or Niale, because remember, we are in Africa, so EA is Nia. She confirmed that it's Neil. So as I introduce you, I just want to give a little bit of a background, highlighting everything that you have done in your professional life. So I'll start with the Honorable Councillor Helen Neil May is currently a member of the Mayoral Executive Committee of Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality, and is responsible for public safety and emergency services, and it is also acting MMC for corporate services. What I also picked up is that we have a servant here, a servant of the people. When I say a servant of the people, it is very clear that she is very versatile. She has served in many, many different roles. And when we talk about servant leadership, I think it is clear here. Her history includes a stint in the Corporate Services Directorate, a stint in the Finance Directorate, in the Municipal Service Directorate, Health, Public Safety and Emergency Services Directorate. If you guys understand what being versatile is and what being committed to the cause is, I think it has been laid before you. I'm very much excited about the finance part, because I have a finance background, so at least you were in my space. She has also, since, or rather between 2001 and 2011, she was the MMC for Health, HIV and AIDS and Environment at the Amatole District Municipality. Talking about her academic background, she has a governance and development management qualification that was attained at the Wits School of Governance. She also has a project management qualification from NMU. I think all of that almost built the capacity that we see and the ability that she has to be able to serve in the different spaces. Finally, and I think probably more importantly, she has been a servant for the past 23 years as an ANC PR councillor, and then she's also a member of Black Sash and treasurer of the Detainees Parents Support Committee in the Western Cape. I think that was a very long CV, but that is the person that we are privileged enough to have in front of us, who is going to continue with the great work that she has been doing by giving you guys words of encouragement and support as our guest speaker. Honorable Councillor Helen Neil May, may you please come to the front.
Deputy Vice Chancellor, let me greet you. Our Executive Dean, Prof. Twala, Director Lose, Ms. Koza, Dr. Lukose, Mr. Sipo Nkai, Francis Kwani, who did a really good, I've never really ever been introduced actually in my whole life in 23 years, so it was the first time. And all the executive from the university that is currently here today. And of course, one of the most important is the students gathered here today. I mean, this is your day. All protocols observed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for this opportunity to come here today to be part of this event, this auspicious event with Walter Sisulu University and Samsung Innovation Campus Award Ceremony. As a representative of the Office of the Executive Mayor, who sends her greetings and is unfortunately was not able to make it today, it's a great pleasure for us to be invited by one of our valued stakeholders. And it really tells the story that we as an institution do play a part in our community. Also, as well, Walter Sisulu University is an integral part of our society and our city. This is the institution named after a struggle hero, Tata Walter Sisulu, that has produced many professionals in our country. Some are plying their trades abroad, and they are all alumni of this great institution. As we've heard here, we have our youngsters in the corporate world. At Buffalo City Metro, we have a number of our working staff that graduated from this institution. Some are in senior positions. That tells a story about the university. Your academics are recognized globally. With the challenges many higher education institutions are facing, lack of funds, overcrowding, etc., Walter Sisulu University has been standing firm, pushing forward to produce the great. Being invited for this event, it means that the institution is also moving with the times. Remember, our province is known as a rural province, and I'm glad you mentioned that we are looking at the rural students. Not many expect us to achieve greatness, but we are always punching above our weight. Currently, the Metro is collaborating with business in the private sector to develop an integrated smart city anchored on innovation, technology, and human capital. As a city hard at work, these smart moves prove that indeed the idea of realizing the goal of delivering good and quality service to improve the lives of our citizens in response to the pillar number 3 of Back to Basics, principles of creating a well-governed city. On the Metro's Growth and Development Strategy Vision 2030, the Metro wants to progress into a smart city by closing the gap of the digital divide, providing residents with the latest information and communication technology. The new technology will allow for things to get done more quickly. And innovation provides a long list of benefits, from improved performance to increased confidence. It is crucial to the city for many reasons, so it is imperative that the Metro be up to date with all the relevant technological upgrades. So we welcome the AI. We welcome it because I'm trying to put the AI into our cameras in the city. We're hoping to roll out cameras by the end of this year throughout the whole city into an ops room. And hopefully we will have AI in those cameras so that we can look at facial recognition. It's easier for us to see because we have a lot of crime with regards to kidnapping, etc., vandalism of our infrastructure. And the innovation part that the students can come up with, not only for our billing, but for anything in the city, we would gladly welcome that. These upgrades would improve the livability of the city and at the same time attract businesses to invest. At this event, which marks a celebration of the second cohort of basic coding and programming and artificial intelligence education programs, this tells you that the world of AI is not leaving us behind. As I was briefed, the partnership between Walter Sisulu University and Samsung South Africa, which is facilitated by the Center for Entrepreneurship Rapid Incubator, aims to install advanced industrial revolution skills within our student community. In 2021, I was the Deputy Executive Mayor at that time. I had a project for students in Zamomshli, a pilot project on coding. I got this game called Tanks from Professor Grayling. I'm not sure if you know it. And and it was one of our service provider who wanted to pay it back. Okay, I'd left finance to just do that 9-month stint. And he funded that project. It was such a hit because these were students that couldn't go to university. So they used their cell phones to move tanks through coding at the time. So the coding project for students, not only at university, but that you could absolutely embrace, because you're bringing students here to the university in your incubators and other areas, can be used to help that, not only the middle missing with my funding, but those that do not actually make it to university or college, but know that technology, know their cell phones, can communicate anything via electronic media, but have not been able to move that level to university. The Walter Sisulu University Samsung Innovation Campus is a student initiative in South Africa serving as a flagship endeavor to address the national priority of nurturing work-ready, employable students by offering fundamental education in coding and artificial intelligence, amongst other programs, and we welcome that as the city. Now, with this background briefing, I believe that with such support, this institution can instill something to the learners who are still at high school level of education. If we can identify students at different rural and urban schools, teach them coding and all that can make their lives easier when they reach higher educational level. We really appreciate the management of this institution for not resting, but making sure that our students benefit. We are truly in the time of artificial intelligence. Let the learners, mostly from underprivileged background, benefit from this. Please, Vice Chancellor, from the Executive Mayor, make sure that you have girls in these programs. Let them lead the way. We as government need to inspire the student community and make sure that they know after graduating from universities, they can still come and work at local government institutions like Buffalo City Metro. Times are changing. We need their skills. We need young people to come and be the change. As the Metro, we would love to be on board of such programs. We would love to work with Walter Sisulu University and maybe give internship opportunities to these students who graduate with such a skill. I thank you.
Thank you very much to our Honorable Councillor. It was not long. A round of applause, ladies and gents. Thank you very much. I'm not going to repeat what the councillor has really articulated. I think it's pretty clear, colleagues, that it will require a collective to change the world, and I think that is what our councillor is really highlighting here. And of course, put the girls first, or let the ladies lead us. We live in that era now that it's got to be that way for gender parity. I'm now going to invite Dr. Lukosa to please make his way forward as we are about to deal with the certificate and award ceremony. Please come forward, Doc. I think you'll be better suited on the stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. Mine is very simple, but the most important one, to call the names of the recipients of the Samsung Innovation Campus programs. And before I call your names, a big thank goes to you yourself for achieving, for this outstanding achievement. And as Ms. Kosa mentioned earlier, there was 96% of attendance from all of you, and all of you successfully graduated. I think before even they receive the certification, they deserve a wide round of applause, colleagues. And our sincere thanks to Samsung South Africa, and of course, Dr. Lose, your division as well, for partnering with our department in implementing this program. Then, of course, I must thank my colleagues, the lecturers, who actually made this possible, this outstanding achievement for our students. And of course, Katlego, thank you so much. You know, out of all the speakers who came before and after you, you are the one who acknowledged and recognized the teachers. And for teachers, receiving or hearing thank you from our own student is the most valuable one for us. Thank you so much. Can we?
Yes, can we just make a quick announcement? I'm so sorry, sir. Okay, colleagues, can I please request the following individuals just to please come and join us in front. Prof. Tishe, Dr. Lose, Ms. Koza, and our Honorable Councillor Anil May, can you please come and join us in front? Thank you very much. Help me welcome them, ladies and gents. Please. Thank you.
Our students will be receiving certification for both coding and programming and artificial intelligence. Thank you. The first recipient is Lasola Mbankata. Andile Ntumba. Demakatso Lubisi. Avumile Tati. Anati Nkohla. Inga Sikoshi. Woyalweltu Intolela. Mihlali Nukwali. Jasmine Pretorius. Liema Wakele. Lungani Nkosini. Asive Kota. Eric Mahlawele. Anele Nkai. Pale Gojo. Is Pale around? No, sorry. Nkululeko Msomi. Simvo Mbimbi. Bongani Maseko. Somila Mdletia. Akumile Kontile. Oh, not here. Asife Langa. Anathi Nkokola. Sifiso Nyeka. Not here. Lucanio Kobosha. If Samsung is giving special prizes to the top 3 students in both programs. First, the coding and programming. The student who came third is Andile Ntokoso Ntumba. Second place, Nkululeko Mzomi. And the best among the best, Anele Nkai. Oh, it seems he is not here. For artificial intelligence, third place, Akumile Kontile. Second place, she is also not here, Shililo Munkoni. And in first place, Vuyolvetu Vincent Ntolela. Not here. Maybe they are already working. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lefa Machato, and I'm from Samsung Electronics. I'm sure most of you are wondering what were the gifts. But before I get to that, I would like to mention the fact that as Samsung, we pride ourselves in excellence. I'm sure you can see through our products that we do pride ourselves in excellence. And obviously, we do reward hard and good work. So the third prize for either coding and programming or the artificial intelligence was a Samsung A53 device. Which slide? Thank you. And the second prize was is a Samsung S23 Fair. And the first prize is the first prize is a Samsung Flip 5. And because obviously we reward excellence and hard work, we paired it with Samsung Buds Pros. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, as these gifts were being announced, and I was thinking that maybe program director was going to, you know, get a little something there. But clearly it wasn't to be. But next time, Ms. Koza, don't forget the program director, right? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I thought that was a beautiful award ceremony. It went pretty fast, and really it's so great being rewarded for having done very well. So well done to you guys once again, and let's give them another round of applause, ladies and gents. Today is their day, sorry. Okay. Those that have recently graduated, you are requested to please join the photographer just where the staircase is, just somewhere there, well in the lobby or in the area, I don't know what it's called, but at the entrance. Nah? Don't miss that moment, thank you. I'm now going to invite Professor Twala to do a vote of thanks, you know, for us being here today. Professor Twala, over to you, my esteemed professor. Thank you very much. I'm looking far, Prof. Can you see I was looking there, but yeah.
So, okay. Hey, we're getting to the stage here in terms of the health and safety issues. So we mustn't fall. So it needs to be done properly. So congratulations. So I think from my side, I just want to give you a leeway to go and relax and eat. So therefore, that's why I'm here in front of you. So I think the first thing that I'll say from my side, in terms of Samsung and Musu. So if you stop doing good because nobody recognizes you, your conscience, you have a life problem. We are angry with life. So what you need to do, Samsung and Musu continue in terms of doing the great work. So problems, they present opportunities. So one thing here, the people who are here being awarded today is young people. So what you know in Africa, young people can run faster. However, in terms of the elders, we show them the way. So the first thing that I'll start by is in terms of, say thanks so much in terms of Professor Krisha, COO, so in terms of Director, Dr. Lose, student awardees, alumni. One thing that I just want to say in terms of the student, in terms of emphasis, those who graduated last year, 2023, and those who graduated in terms of 2024, to say one particular thing that's going to measure how good you are is actually to teach other people and mentor other people. I had an opportunity to work in different countries, to work with other people. So the last time I went to China, we went on a visit. It's quite interesting. We met some CEOs. They were in the average years, they were between 28 and 30 years. They were running companies that have got a turnover of around 150 billion per year. At 28 years, you run the bigger company. But in South Africa, believe me, you hardly find a CEO running a company with a turnover of 150 billion in rand terms. So therefore, we learn from them a lot in terms of their education, terms of mentoring skill. But why China is so good, that their economy, their country is driven by engineers. That's how China is so good. African countries, ourselves, our countries are not driven by engineers. That's why in terms of technology, what I'm saying this particular thing, I'm saying to young people, in terms of the graduate, it's an opportunity. What you do, I always tell people, you have got a Samsung today, those particular phones that you have got an iPad. But to me, it's not having the iPad, it's not having a phone. To say, what is the contribution of us, South African, in that particular phone? Are we able just to consume the phone? To say we are good in the phone, to utilize the phone very well? It's not on. What you need to do, as a faculty of engineering, one particular thing what you need to do, we need to be able also to come with our technology. Otherwise, what you are doing with the technology that we are doing, we are just consumers of that particular technology. So, therefore, those other companies, what they want to do, they come with a, what do you call it? So maybe your Samsung, then they come with another new generation, they say just change from this one to another one. They just control our life because we cannot be able to control our technology. I'm just saying part of the challenge to the young people, to me, is about our innovation. So SIDA is there. Let us look in terms of innovation to assist in terms of the student, not necessarily in terms of being consumers. We like it, it's actually there, but I think we must change the particular trend. If you go to countries like Finland, you can see young people, what we're celebrating today is done by children at primary school. So I'm just saying, it's a challenge to us, to those who have graduated, let us go impact those particular schools to those particular young people so that we could see that ourselves are also doing something. So then continue in terms of Samsung. So Ms. Lentle Koza, thanks so much in terms of the leadership and also the support in terms of the years, in terms of the program, in terms of SIDA. SIDA, I've worked with SIDA and I've worked with Samsung. So actually in the past before I came here. So what I'm saying in terms of Mr. Sipengai, thanks so much. So what we want to see more here in terms of the support of Walter Sisulu. We still want more. So in terms of internal staff, in terms of Francis Kwahene, so thanks so much in terms of the introduction. So and another thing then, in terms of the MMC, so I think when you introduce yourself that you are an NMC for public safety and emergency services, I feel safe. I say I'm safe. It means I'm safe that day. Actually, thanks so much. So for your speech in terms of the words, in terms of charisma, and also in terms of supporting this particular university. So I think we're going to require more support, and also in terms of the mentoring, also in terms of empowerment. One particular thing that I've done myself, which I've done over the years, is to mentor people. I always ask people, when they talk about transformation, they talk about everything, I say, how many people have you mentored? If you tell me you have not done anything, I'm just saying, I don't think we have got a right to talk about that. Start to do something, and then you can come and tell us to say, actually, what must do. So if you look at professional engineers, I've got students who are vice chancellors now. You know, I'm a dean myself, but my students are vice chancellors. I've got so many in the industries who are also DGs, who are chief directors. So I think that's a thing that you do. I still interact with all my students, so that I've done. So from honors up to PhD, I still interact there. It's only undergraduate, those ones, there are too many, I can't interact with those ones. But once you join the honors upwards, then I can interact with you. So in terms of Dr. Lucas, so thanks so much. So in terms of leading the department, also in terms of organizing the program. So in terms of organizing the program and putting together in terms of lecturers, I'm gonna repeat, in terms of lecturers, so that they're able to conduct lectures. So I always hear people talk about lectures, so therefore talk about lecturers. So lecturers, they go to class and deliver lectures. Okay, yes, thanks. I think I must correct that one. So that, in fact, as part here, I need to be able to correct that one. Otherwise, I always hear people talk about lectures. Now it's lecturers, then we've got lectures. And also in terms of Ms. Mahato, in terms of CII coordinator, so thanks so much. So in terms of work they've done, in terms of parents, so parents, they play actually a major role. So without parents, all of us, we're not going to be in terms of guidance and also in terms of other things. So in terms of full executive, directors, managers, lecturers, SRC, unions, I see many of them in terms of different structures here. So just thank for your support. So I think this one is part of the excellence that is happening. Without your support, believe in also in terms of encouraging students and also from SRC perspective, solving the problem of student. I think those are part of the thing that moving forward, we also want that must be done. Lastly, but not least, so to the sons and daughters of Walter Sisulu family as a university, I thank you all.
Thank you, bro. But before you run away, DJ, please, something vibey, man, something vibey. Dr. Kwisha, I'm going to challenge you. You said we must dance. Please join. Dr. Kwisha, I'm sorry, Prof. Kwisha, what's your favorite number? What's your favorite number? Quickly, so that Bazodlala, Prof. I want you to join the Prof. You're on the stage here, please. Sorry. Sorry. Where am I getting this from? Yes, I know. Before we hand over, before we done, he's above. He is above.
students completing on record time. Dr. Lose and team, we are proud of you. And we are looking forward to having more students enrolling in the program. Earlier on, somebody said we are in the Eastern Cape. We might be previously disadvantaged, but we are moving forward to ensure that it doesn't matter where you are, you can achieve the other person. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you. We might be socio-economically disadvantaged, but we are not intellectually disadvantaged. And that's a story, that's a moral of the day. Our backgrounds don't define us. Who we are, our background is our background. Who we are is who we are. And that's the bottom line. We are going to move forward unapologetically, and we'll continue making the big strides that we are. Ladies and gents, without wasting time, I'm going to invite our Honorable Councillor, Councillor Neil May. Will you please make your way to the front, Honorable Councillor? Thank you. A round of applause, ladies and gents, for our Honorable Councillor. You want to come on the stage, Doc, maybe? For the content. Content is very important. Okay, there we go. Okay, there. Oh, oopsie. Okay, we're done with our caucus. I'm going to invite the Prof. Nanya to please take the stage to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Mahoro. Please make your way to the stage, sir. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so honored to give this gift to Katlego when I'm sitting next to him there in that chair, in that table. I did not know that, but colleagues, this is very much interesting because from our university, we are no longer that old university. We are a new transformed university. And this program is one of those programs that is really attesting to that. And also, I just wanted, before I give to Katleho, I just want to also respond to the MMC Mayor, Honorable Mayor, that the Faculty of Education in our university has started coding for schools. So that program is there in our university. So we are great, we are doing great things. Thank you very much, Katleho, for your speech. It was inspiring, and keep on flying and making our flag go high. Thank you. Oh, flag of sports. Content. Thank you.
Thank you, my prof. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Please forgive us. I made a little mistake there. It should have never been, we should have never started with our honorable, councillor, but it happened that way. But I'm sure you have forgiven us, honorable councillor, haven't you? Yes, you have. Thank you very much. I'm now going to invite Prof. Trisha. Oh, sorry. ETPMD, please, will you make your way forward? I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. Let's give you a round of applause, ladies and gents. Can I please invite Mr. Ngai? Mr. Ngai, will you please make your way forward, sir? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon. Is it on? Yes. Good edition. I am not seeing you first. Coming from planning and monitoring, the first thing I think is goals.
It's the mission, is about what the university is about. And I see this as not just an opportunity of celebrating those who are graduating, but as an endorsement of what we are saying in our strategy. It's about partnerships, it's about engagement, it's about community engagement. Honorable Councillor, you did promise that our students have opportunities to come and do our work integrated learning and internships. This is stakeholder engagement and stakeholder celebration in a sophisticated manner. And I would like to say to SIDA, as one of our key stakeholders and partners in providing citizens with the necessary education and skills necessary, I would like to say thank you very much for your support and continue providing opportunities. You did say opportunities are out there. I'm not the only one who heard. He said the commitment to opportunities out there, students and graduates, opportunities are out there, please make use of them. Thank you very much for your speech and your being here with us. With that, on behalf of the university, I would like to say thank you very much. Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Colleagues, if I'm not leaving anything out, I think that really brings us to the end of our program for today. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and it was really enjoyable being here. And I'll say it once more, it takes the entire village to raise an African child, but it takes one program director to get a Samsung gift too. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the opportunity, and we've come to an end. There are refreshments that are provided, so please don't leave without grabbing something. I know we're all in a rush. Please grab something. We call it amanzi ashushu in isiXhosa. But we are going to do it in this fashion. I'm going to request table 1 to please proceed, and then the other tables that will follow, Usis Fundi will come and fetch the delegates from each table. And the recently graduated students, you are not going to be taking your photograph at the entrance. You are going to be doing it right here in the main stage. Thank you very much. And that brings us to the end. Thank you. Colleagues, just one more time, Dr. Lose just wants to make an announcement, just so that content is on point.
Thank you, Program Director. Just one group photo with our executive sitting in and the student at the back. Thank you.